Lebanese Ether Freestyle Drive. What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
I'm in Brooklyn today. Got a
sir.
fellow Lebanese brother with me, a hip hop artist. Goes by Savethechildren.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, my
Yes,
brother?
sir. Thank you
Save
for having
the children.
me, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for having me, bro.
No, I'm happy to have you on, my brother. Finally linked up, and so you go by Save the Children. Let's start. You know, it's a crazy name. We got to start off with that. How the hell did you get Save the Children?
I was in Germany, man, and I moved randomly into these people's house, and one guy I was living with, he was making music. So, and I've always been writing, but I was like, all right, let's record something and let's do something. So I had started, doing it, and he was like, yo, you need a name. I'm like, ah, fuck. So I talked to my best friend, who's like, he's great at naming stuff. So I'm like, yo, like, I need a name. And he was like, what are you trying to do? I told him, Save the Children. And he was like, there you go. I was like, oh. It didn't sit right the first 5 seconds, and then I was like, oh, I like it. And then you can like STC, and then you can play off of that. But then it's like, Save the Children, and who are the children? It's you, it's me, it's your kids, it's my future kids, it's my little cousins, it's my boss, it's everybody. Because
it's universal. Yeah,
we're children, man. Like human species is so young, and we're so dumb. We have a lot to learn. That everybody in a certain moment is a kid. So saving the children is about saving myself, saving everyone in the ways of just remaining who you are and remaining a kid at heart.
I like that, man.
Throughout your life,
I'm definitely still a kid in my brain.
Man, you have to, or else you're bored, man. Or else you're bored, you're boring. You do.
I'm still a teenager in my head. In my head, I'm still a teenager. I got 3 kids and everything, but in my head, I'm like 16 years old.
Yeah. But that allows you to play with them, to connect on the same level.
That's true too. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you still got to be the father role. We can't be friends all the time. You got to lay down the law. But my point is that we are children at heart. I love the name because I was telling you before, it sounds like a band name, but I love that you just took it for yourself. I'm Save the Children, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Right here.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I could abbreviate it to Save, or I'm like, it's Save and the Children.
I like that. I like that.
You
could be like Save for short or something.
Yeah.
So
or S,
You ain't have a rap name before that?
I did. Junior was my. So I was when in high school, and when I first got out of high school, I was.
You were born and raised in Lebanon?
No, in Montreal. I was born in Montreal, and then I moved to Lebanon when I was 15. But when I moved to Lebanon, in Montreal, I was the hip hop kid to begin with. I loved it so much, man. I listened to it. I had an older cousin who would put me on all this amazing music, so I loved it from anything I can remember in terms of music and cognitive memory is hip hop related. So when I moved to Lebanon, that was still my thing. I'm still I'm the hip hop guy. I'm the hip hop guy. I listen, show music. Just.
Did all your cousins want to be like, what is he listening to?
And they didn't. Back then, it was when I moved. It was the days of Tiesto. Tiesto was doing and Armin van Buuren and all the DJs. The techno was coming up. 50 Cent had died in Lebanon. It was no longer a thing.
Okay.
So I came and I'm like, I'm a hip hop guy. And then I started meeting people here and there. And then I met up with this bunch of dudes. We formed a small group with guys and girls. And I needed a name. And my parents and my family, they call me Jay or JJ because my dad's name is William. Well, technically it's Melhem, but they call him William.
Yeah.
And so they would call me Junior. So I was like, all right, fuck it, let me.
Like William Jr. basically.
Junior. Yeah, my mom, she's mad at me. She's a Junior. Or my sisters, they call me Jay or JJ, or family, just my close family. That's what they call me. So I was like, all right, let me go for Junior. But that didn't last long. I was I didn't like it so much, and I stopped making music with these dudes because I didn't like it. It was I wasn't even writing my bars. I was a nice image for them, so they would give me lyrics, and I would go and perform them on TV or at a club or whatever.
You were 15 at the time?
17 to 20. I was doing that stuff, and it was cool, but it was definitely not what I wanted.
Understood.
And I wasn't writing. I was writing for myself, but the stuff I was rapping, it was some dude was giving me his bars or a producer or something.
Whatever it is, yeah.
So I was like, I stopped it, and then I went back to just writing for myself and writing for my friend. We'd go at a friend's house.
And you started rhyming mostly in English? Because I know you rap in French, a little bit of Arabic,
actually,
English.
that song that I just released, the Way of Blast Master,
Ooh,
man,
I love that song.
Man,
The Way of Blast Master. Check it out, yo.
It's my latest song. It's on Spotify, on Rami, Apple Music,
that song
everywhere.
Is crazy, yeah.
that hit in a way that I did not expect, man. I released it without even knowing that I was going to release it, and that is literally, I promise you, man, that was my first verse in French.
Wow.
First.
Wow.
And the beginning of the song says, "Faut essayer, Willy Boy STC," which is like, you gotta try it. That was literally me talking to myself, like, yo, you've never written in French before, but fuck it, let's try it.
Because in the song you also say, well, oh, you want English now?
Yeah,
you want English now? Like,
exactly.
You throw a couple of Arabic words in here too.
Because there's a, so you've had a legend on this show that I listen to a lot, Rock from Help Us Get,
Rock
right?
this Monster, yeah.
And he said something. I was watching one of his interviews, and he said something about Sean Price, Allah yarhamu, and he was like, Sean became the best when he started rapping the way he talked, or as himself. So that hit to me so much, because, you know, being Lebanese or not being from this culture, not being from New York, and still wanting to rap, anybody in the world, you know, there's a certain way that people start to talk or act, or the way they rhyme, to make it sound like they're from
as authentic as possible.
You know, but it's not. If you're not born here, if you weren't raised here, this is not how we talk. So no matter how much I can fake it and I can, like, you know, put some slang in or whatever, at the end of the day, bro, it's not me. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I talk. So for me to be the best artist, the best MC I can be, I have to be myself. I have to talk like myself. And myself is the most comfortable when I speak French, English, and Arabic. All three of them. Because you know how it is in Lebanon.
Exactly.
It's all of them.
Yeah, in one sentence, you'll mention 3 languages.
Exactly. So I'm like, that's my goal. So I was like, all right, I'm not super good at Arabic. I don't know how to read and write, you know, so I can speak and I can do the Lebanese slang and such, but like a full conversation in Arabic is hard for me, so I can't. Now at least I can't write in Arabic, but I do want to bring in some slang, bring in some words to talk to our people, man. Because who am I talking to at the end of the day? As much as I want to reach the world, bro, I'm still Lebanese. I still speak French, I still speak English, I still speak Arabic. That's me, bro. So I can't. There's no way around it.
No, I love this song. What I love about it is that even though I grew up learning French, I don't really know it too good.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in Brooklyn for the most part, but I went learned French in school. When I went to Lebanon for junior high school, I took French, but I never was a fan of the language. I never really learned it. I was that, you know, that American snobby American, you know, whatever. English, you know, Brooklyn motherfuckers, like what, you know? So. But what I like about the song is that even though it's in French, even though I don't necessarily understand everything you're saying, I can still vibe to it. I still love it. I love the flow. I love the beat, how you wrote the beat. Even though it's a different language, people should listen to it because they're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Even if they might not understand all your words.
And that's what I was surprised about, man. Like, and I was surprised, but I was also a little bit kind of sad about it. Is that at the beginning, when I first put it out or when I showed it to my friends, those who spoke French were like, we prefer your English stuff. And then those who spoke English were like, yo, we fuck with this so much. I was like, yo, so what does that say about what I'm making, or what does that say in general about?
It says you're doing the right thing.
I don't know if it is, or am I doing the wrong thing where people who are not listening to what I'm saying fuck with it more, or if they don't understand what I'm saying, they like it more. So I thought about it, went back to myself, I'm like, am I doing the right thing? And then I showed it to other people who spoke French, and then when I paired it, when you pair visuals with music, man, shit changes, man, so much. So I was in Orlando, man, working with my friend Nadim, who's a Lebanese boxer.
Yes.
And the first video I did for him, I used another song that I did, one of the first songs that I did called Yalla Yalla. And it's like
which
this
is also
hype song.
I like that song.
Thank
you.
Yalla
Yalla. So both those songs are off the Lemonade.
No, so Lemonade, Yalla Yalla's on Lemonade. The Way of Blastmaster was just a single. Because I released Lemonade, and I'm like, all right, so I did this video for Nadim. Yeah,
that's an EP you released.
I took a bunch of beats from all Lebanese producers, guys and girls, producers and composers.
That's dope.
And different genres. And I was like, all right, I just want to have fun, try different things. So that was Lemonade. And on the side, I'm like, all right, let me try French. So I tried this song in French, and I had it, on like I got the song, but I didn't release it. And then I did the first video for Nadim. We're doing the Yalla Yalla thing, and
it's
then
like a boxing video. And video for
exactly,
his boxing,
and it's working. And then the highlight for after his fight, beautiful. And then he's like, I got another fight. And in my head, I'm like, yo, I don't have another banger. I have a lot of songs, but I don't have a song, that fits with this. So I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? I started, I have this French song. Let me send it to him. I sent it to Nadim. He's like, yeah, I like it. And I'm like, all right. So I started. The first video I did for that song was me leaving New York to go to Orlando. And I paired this song with this, and everybody was like, yo, what's this song? What's this song? What's this song?
What's the song? Exactly, yeah.
Yo, I haven't released it. It's not mixed. It's not zero. It was just recorded in the studio with my engineer for like an hour and a half.
That's it?
He did the levels a little bit. We played a bit with the beat to like bring it down so I can, but nothing else. And I was like, yo, I'm releasing it today. And he was so mad at me. He's like, bro, I didn't mix this. I didn't do anything. I'm like, Yuri, I'm sorry. I gotta do it. People are asking for it. And I did. And then people are like, yo, we love this song. And now, I mean, numbers are not big, but for me, it's something. On Spotify, I'm almost at 1,000 plays. And that, yo, for me, it's...
It's a start. It's a start.
For real, man. I went from last year having zero.
Especially when you weren't expecting it. Especially when you were like just doing your thing, and next thing you know, people love it, you know? Obviously, you can have some constructive criticism, whatever, the French speakers, who cares? But the point is, the joint is fire.
Thank you, man.
You're going to perform the joint here today? Is that the case? All right. Where your Blast Master? So that's a single.
Yeah.
The cover artwork.
It's my dad.
That is your dad. I wanted to ask you, because I saw you post a picture separately of your dad. Then you had referenced the album cover.
I'm literally in this Airbnb hotel room in Orlando. And I'm working on all these videos, and I'm like, yo, I need to release this song. So I'm going on my distributor, which is DistroKid, and I'm like, all right, I gotta put this song in, and I'm like, I need an album cover. And I'm like, yo, I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm like, yo, I don't have anything. And then I see this dope picture that I took of my dad in that car. That car is a 1950 Dodge that we've had since I was born. It was in Canada. Like I used when I was 4 years old, 5 years old. Me and my little sister, my older sister in Montreal, we would sled down the roof of that car, with all the snow. Like this car has been in my. I went to prom with my two best friends in Lebanon in that car. 1950 Dodge, and my dad's been taking care of it.
It's in beautiful condition. According to the picture, I could tell.
He had just painted it, and so when they looked at the car, the official daftar about the
manual
car,
or whatever,
they saw original color is that one. It was red when we bought it. It had been red my whole life. And then he was like, you know what, I'm going to change.
So somebody had painted it red at some point?
And then I get to Lebanon for Christmas, and I'm in the house, and my dad pulls up, and and I'm like, yo, fuck. And he pulls up with that car, and I'm like, yo, he changed the paint. The interior's all white. He added a radio. I'm like, yo.
Was he smoking a cigar too? Like a G,
so the concept was like, let me shoot some footage for maybe a video for something. So my dad, he was wearing we were locked down in Lebanon. We weren't doing anything. So he was wearing his sweatpants.
So that car is in Lebanon?
Yeah.
Okay, not in Canada. Okay.
When we moved, he brought it all over. Yeah. So that car has been with us.
That's real Lebanese things right there. Lebanese people transport cars from
across
other countries,
across the ocean. Because that shit makes no sense.
My father did the same thing with a Volvo, because he wanted his Volvo
over there.
He transported it from New York to Lebanon because he wanted his Volvo. Because at one point he loved Volvos at one point, you know. So that's crazy, man. So and also it fits the theme of Save the Children. That's your pops. You're his child. I mean, it's like it's so many. You can read in between.
Yeah, and people, I promise you, man, whatever it is, they relate to authenticity, man. They relate to just, it's my dad.
That's dope as hell.
He was wearing sweatpants and shit, and I'm like, Dad, all right, can we go shoot some footage? He went into my sister's bedroom, got her top hat. That's the hat in the picture, girl's hat, but he's like, fuck it. He took this hat, he went into his bedroom, opened the cigar box, got that cigar, put like this leather jacket on, and he's like, all right, let's go. And I started filming him, he started feeling himself, lighting up the cigar.
That's dope, man. Funny, that's beautiful. I mean, I love the picture, the way you framed it. It's like, it's the way, people should check it out. Way of Blast Master, Google it on YouTube, you'll see the picture. But it's like, the focus isn't on him necessarily, isn't on the car, it's the whole package.
The composition is not, I put it on the side and it looks like he's kind of moving forward.
Exactly. He's sitting there with a cigar, like, Save the Children's my son. Yeah. my son raps.
Yeah, man. When I was telling them that, because I've been doing it my whole life, but never, I was like to my dad, I'm taking this seriously. And for them, you know how it is, like, I had to go to school. It's not like, if I want, I can go to college. No, it's like, listen, like you're gonna go to school, you're gonna go to college, and you're gonna be either a doctor, an engineer, or a businessman. My dad's in construction, so I was like, fuck it, let me do architecture. So I did that. But when I've always been rapping, but when I told him like, listen, Dad, like I'm putting money into this, I'm putting a lot of time, I'm growing, I'm trying to push. When 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe he would have been like, no, I don't fuck with this, I don't do this. You're an engineer, whatever. But now he was like, I don't know what changed. Maybe it's just me growing older, or the environment where we are, or just him understanding the importance of family and support more towards his late stage. He was like, how can I help you? He was like, you need like classes to learn how to sing. Like, he doesn't know what I'm doing, but he was still like,
he knows you're pursuing the music and the arts.
And he was like, listen, you know best. You've like, I've been through so much, and we've done so much in our life, my family and I. At this point in my life, they know that I make not always the best decisions, but they trust me. So he's like, listen, I don't want in 5 years from now for you to be like, you could have helped me, or so whatever it is.
Exactly.
Like, let me help you. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't even take anything from him. But for him to tell me that just
have
like
that moral support.
That.
And it's also to people have to make their own mistakes too.
100%.
If something is a mistake, we, as parents, you want to always protect, but sometimes our kids got to make their mistakes, right? Or us as adults, we got to make mistakes and learn from them. But hopefully this is not a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But
no, I mean, the thing is, my attitude switch is, before I thought, now I know there's no money in a rap game. There's no money in a rap game anymore. So I'm not trying to make money out of this. I'm like, of course, if money comes in, I flow for days until one day it pays, 100%. But there's no money in the rap game. Any artist these days, they don't make money off of their music. It's free. So what is it? It's merch. It's businesses. It's
touring,
a platform. So I'm not trying to, I make a decent amount of money doing my day job now.
Okay.
And because I have a degree, it would be stupid of me to let that degree go and all this money coming in to chase something that's not going to make me money when I can chase it for the fun of it, because that's what I do. That's what I like. I'm just having fun. If I'm not
expressing yourself, doing the art that you want, and if, like you said, if at one time you can monetize it, that's let's
do it.
Let's do it. I'm not gonna say no. The same thing with this show, Freestyle Draw. I'm doing it because I love doing it. It's on my time. It's not my main career for for example. But if there's a way where this does get bigger and I can monetize it, I'm not going to say no either.
But if you were getting paid for it now, you wouldn't do it the same way.
I wouldn't do it the same. I'll be like, you know what? I'll be like,
tomorrow or whatever.
Let's next week, dude. Like, it becomes like an obligation.
100%.
It's not an obligation. Now I do it because I love it, and I love having artists on, people like yourself, dope, creative people, have discussions and just talk about dope shit. Wave the Blast Master. You want to get it ready for us? Let's do it, man. This is a new technology here. I got the new car, so it's Bluetooth and all this. I'm used to big bulky wires from my
in the old car. Damn,
from my previous my baby, my Corolla that I got rid of.
This is this.
We're gonna connect it. We're not gonna connect it to this.
Yeah, no, we're gonna connect it to this. This I've had since I first moved here. I call him Hermanito, my little brother, man. He's with me everywhere I go, bro. Everywhere I go, I got my speaker.
Let's show them. Show them your speaker.
Everywhere I go,
it's like a good luck charm.
Oh my God! Because if I'm in a line for a bar, if I'm in a line for a concert, if I'm in a line for anything, I'm outside. I'm rolling a spliff. I got my music on, and the entire line is partying with me. Like I made friends because of this thing, man.
That little Bluetooth speaker, right?
For real.
All right, you'll find it here.
My Chevrolet?
No, it should be a Camry. I might need to connect you. Connect first. Let me find you. Add device. Give me a second. Let me see. Junior. MC Junior.
I went, so there's a show, like, oh my God, there's a show on MTV, the Lebanese MTV. It was called and I went on it.
Oh, you performed on it?
Yeah, I performed on it. But that's when I was telling you, like, the things I performed, I didn't even write.
Okay, but who cares? Still, I understand what you're saying.
I performed on it, and I was junior.
You're going by junior?
And then when I watch it again, like, if you Google my name if you Google my name, that's the first thing that comes up. If you Google William Nasser,
that'll come up. That performance,
which I'm not so happy about, but fuck it, but the performance was good. But it's just me because I know I didn't write this, and I know what's the kind of background. It was like
a young George Wassouf, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure, like George Wassouf probably Googles old videos of himself from like the the 60s in the casino in Lebanon. He's like, I don't like that.
Oh my God! But can you imagine you looking at yourself like 20 years ago and be like, this guy was stupid? Like,
trust me, sometimes you get those Facebook memories.
Oh fuck!
Like
when those come up and you see the comments that you wrote like 20 years ago.
Who's this dumb fuck? Who's this dumb fuck from 10 years ago?
In 10 years when we're gonna look back again, hopefully, man, I'll be looking at a better man. 10 years from now, Willie boy, I hope you like yourself even more than now, man.
Nah, you're gonna love this generations ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then it's children, your children, Save the Children, you're all gonna love this shit, alright? This is gonna, even when humanity's gone, this clip will live on.
Yes, sir.
Alright, my brother, let's go.
Alright. So this is the one.
Save the Children.
The Way of Blastmaster. For those who don't know, Blastmaster is the teacher himself, krs-one. And me personally, man, my goal as an MC is to get props from him. And I'm not gonna stop until one day, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna make it happen, man.
We're gonna tag krs-one in this video here.
I want one day to pull up the KRS and him being like, yo, you did your thing, and then I can be like, that's it. That's it. That's all I want, man.
The way this beat starts. Yeah.
So KRS, man.
You hear that, KRS?
Oh my God. Yeah. Check. Yo. Faut essayer. Willy Boy, STC. Pas d'hésitation. Mon opinion est réservée pour l'éveiller. Passer mes nuits à m'épuiser. Toi, tu vas aller veiller. Moi, je pense à mes milliers. Frères et sœurs éparpillés. Apprendre à patiner sur l'océan baptisé. Mon domaine, jamais satisfait, je pense toujours à la prochaine. Le progrès de notre ère viendra de la forêt. Pay for change, garde ta monnaie. Plante ta graine, garde ta monnaie. L'amour, à peine on s'y connaît. Alors on baisse tout ce qui bouge, biffe nos problèmes. Shawarma Mahlouf, tout mon haleine. Macha claque ma faute, tout le monde galère. Tu fais que couler, pensant que t'es balèze. La route facile m'emmerde, moi j'attaque la falaise. La langue française, compliquée mais je l'aime bien. Premier couplet relax, imagine si je m'y mets. Sérieux comme une menace, poisson devant un filet. Mercenaire trilingue, I know you feel it. Hi, Kifak, Sava, Walla Man Rawa. Diversify the brand, in the end just one guy. One head, one eye, 3 tongues spout out at the same time. One time for your mind, 2 times if you fucking with the grind. 1 time for your mind, 2 times if you fucking with the yo. Never stop the grind, never stop the passion, put it on the line. The way you blast master, never stop the grind, never stop the passion, put it on the line. The way you blast master, yo. Way you blast master, yo. Shout out to Nadim Saloum, unpredictable. Back on the track, French tip or what? Le livre français me va comme un gant. Back on the track, English or what? The Lebanese slang coming from the gut. Back on the track, French tip or what? Le livre français me va comme un gant. Back on the track, English or what? The Lebanese slang coming from the gut. Yo. Yeah, way you blast master. Damn, you have never performed this song before.
Love this song. This is my song for 2021. Where you blast master, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
Salute to krs-one. Everybody tag krs-one.
Tag KRS-one.
Y'all saw this? It's basically almost a tribute to him in a way, right?
That's exactly what it is.
The way you
never
blast
stop
master.
the grind, never stop the passion, put it on the line, the way of blast master.
When are we gonna see the official music video for this song?
Man, I thought about it, but then
it deserves a video.
I thought about it, but I feel like the work I've been doing with Nadim, the guy I just shouted out, the boxer. I mean, I have an issue with going back. As soon as something's out, I have such a big issue to be like, all right, let me kind of revisit it. And
okay. Why though? Why?
Because I feel like, you know, okay, so this song I made it, and then organically I had to put it out for Nadim's video and for Nadim's second fight, and then it just built into this thing, and then for me that's it. This song is for this, and now if I have to do a video clip for it, it's like I'm going back and kind of recreating something, and I have money for one video. If you know, I can do all the video clips myself, but in terms of money, like renting a studio
like
and all that stuff,
proper video.
Okay.
It's not gonna be Way of Blastmaster?
I have another one called K9.
Okay.
My closest friends know it because I.
So it's not on Lemonade.
No.
Okay.
It's a. I have like 12 songs ready. It's just a question of releasing and you know, but.
You're planning on releasing an album or?
Yeah. So I have an album called Savethechildren. That's
self-titled album.
Nice. I worked on this one with a friend of mine and a neighbor named Colin. His artist name is Sans Vowels. We met during the pandemic. It's a long story, and I made this video for it. But in talking about backtracking, I wrote every word to this album 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I've been writing ever since. So 2 years ago, it's like, you know what I mean?
You feel like it's older now? Okay.
But I still have this project, and I worked on song structure. I worked on choruses. I worked on not just writing bars, but writing a song,
so
having a concept.
It's recorded or it's not recorded?
It's recorded. It's done. We're mastering it. Yuri's mastering it as we speak. I've just been working on a 7-minute video for the whole album. 7 songs, 1 minute a video song,
nice.
But it's like a whole story.
So it's a 7-song album?
Yes, sir.
So it's not an EP.
It's an album because I feel like it's an album because I produced it. I was sitting down with the guy who's making the music, who's playing the instruments. I'm like, I don't want it like this. I want it like this.
Dope.
So
that's dope.
In a studio. So I could consider this an album.
You produce most of your own music?
So in Lemonade, it was all beats from other people.
You told me that, yeah,
right.
yeah.
But this one, it was like, so I started making beats by myself, sampling and putting some melodies in. But if you when you're first starting out as a producer, you know your stuff is never going to sound as fat as it should. So I just had demos, and then I would go to that guy, Sans Vowels, while he's playing the instruments, and be like, "Yo, can you do this?" And be like this, and then he plays it like a real fucking like musicians, bro. Hats off to all of you because the way you make it look so easy is out of this world. But you know, I would just say like, yeah, do this, boom, boom, you know, go up one more. He's like, he would do it. Wow. So we created a whole album like this. We locked ourselves up in his basement, which was his studio, and for 3 days we laid the whole album down. And then I've just been reluctant to releasing it because as I told you, it's 2 years ago, and it's like I've done so much better lyrically, but at the end of the day, I do this for me. I do this for my friends. So fuck it.
You're planning on releasing?
I'm gonna release it. I'm so close. If you want later, I'll show you the video I've been working on.
Love to see it. Yeah.
There's a whole story. You know.
When are you thinking about releasing it?
I think.
Summertime.
What is this now? We are end
almost
of April.
May, basically. Yeah. April 30th.
In the next 2 weeks. In the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I just need to have 1 minute of video that I have to fill up. Once this is filled up, we're good to go. And that's a 7-song album.
But that's okay.
And that, as soon as this one is done, I don't even want to promote it. I don't want anything. I just want to put it out. And then I have 4 songs.
And that's when you want to dedicate one to a video.
For another, yeah. Okay. And those 4 songs, that's recent. This is banging beats. This is lyrics that like I'm proud of. And there's a concept behind it. And that song K9 is the song that Nadim wants to use for his next fight.
Nice, K9.
And it's
perfect for a fighting song. Sounds
and this song is for my friends, man. For real, it's for my friends. The whole concept of the song is K9, man's best friend. That's why my dog's around me. That's it. And this I want to put like 2,000, 3,000, whatever I have to put to make it like
official.
Yeah, I want this, you know. But that's because I'm still young, man. In terms of catalog and shit, what's the point of me becoming? What's the point of something going viral if I don't have something behind it?
I got you.
You know, like if I
capitalize off of it
like
further,
let's say KRS right now.
Repost the video,
right? And the way of Blastmaster,
optimistic here,
100%, right? He does it, and I'm like, wow, I get 10,000, 20,000 followers, all of the way of Blastmaster, amazing. But then they're gonna go back to listen to something else, and now all they're gonna find is Lemonade and maybe one more single, which is okay, but it's my first project, and it's just 7 tracks. That's it. You're gonna, you know.
You want to give more. You want more recent stuff as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So whenever that day that I'm gonna blow up, or whenever that song is gonna really hit, I want to be ready for that day. I don't want for it to just like happen and then it
you want to have a catalog. You want to have a catalog that you can show and
catalog I'm proud of, and a catalog because I'm proud of Lemonade, but that's still number 1.
The cover art is crazy.
Yo,
he was like super flamboyant on there.
Listen, I was listen. I was in this. So I used to live in Bed-Stuy, and I met my neighbor, and she had a camera, and that's how my videography thing started.
Okay.
She let me use her camera, and I started every event I would go to, bring the camera, and do these little clips for me. And then one day my friend texted me, he's like, yo, there's this jazz event by your house if you want to go. Cool, I go, I meet all these people. Actually, one of them I'm seeing today, she just came back from upstate. Anyways,
Okay.
I meet all these people, we become friends, and these people are like, listen, if partying was a profession, I think they
Okay.
right? Like one of them has a house in the Hamptons, and we would throw these amazing parties in the Hamptons at the beach. But we're talking like they bring a generator, they bring like the whole fucking bubble machine, smoke machine, strobe lights on the fucking water. Amazing. So I'm meeting all these people, and that place where that picture, where the album cover is his house in the Hamptons.
You like lying down or something?
It's the day after the party. I'm still like up from the night before. It's warm, but I'm a little cold.
You're hungover a little bit.
So much, man. And my friend had left this fur coat, and I'm wearing in my bathing suit because it's the pool. So I'm sitting by the pool, and I have her fur coat, and I'm just chilling. And then the guy who owns the house sees me. He's like, yo, don't move. He goes inside, gets this gold chain, puts it on my neck. He's like, don't move. And then this other girl, Charlie, comes and takes pictures of me.
What was that fur coat? What was that fur?
My friends.
That's your friend.
Yeah, my
Okay.
friends. Yeah, none of this is mine except the bathing suit.
Okay.
And none of this was prepared. It's just me chilling. And then this girl takes a picture, and she shows me the pictures, and I'm like, yo, I can't. Like, I have to use this. I'm like, I have to use
this.
It's too good.
Yeah.
And me, man, like, I'm super comfortable with myself and who I am and my body and all that shit. But I have a bit of trouble when it comes to bringing that comfort into the camera, or if I'm filming myself or in the picture. I have a hard time being serious taking pictures.
Okay.
You know? So in my head, it was like, let me just do something that's gonna break the ice. And for me to be like, yo, people just saw me in a bathing suit and a fur coat with my stomach out by the water.
It's like I'm thinking so many different things from the image.
So many things,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I was shy of it too. You know, I'm like, yo, my mom's gonna see this now, my grandma's, you know, like, fuck, like my uncle's gonna see this shit. But fuck it. And I was like, yo,
It's artistic.
It's whatever it is.
You're expressing yourself.
Whatever it is, it's me. And at that moment, it made sense, and it's allowing me to feel more comfortable in this situation. You know, like, cause I don't know how to take the phone and film myself in the story and be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
how to
not
do
you.
it.
That's
no,
not you.
Like, so I'm slowly but surely building myself into, all right, how can I just be me normally on the camera? And
when I see that picture, I think of David Bowie. I think of Mick Jagger. I think of Macho Man Randy Savage. I think of all types.
I never thought about Randy Savage.
It's like a dope rap rock mix in a way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I love both rock and raps. Anytime I see like a cool fusion, you know.
Thank you.
No man, it's dope. So you ready for the freestyle? Should we?
Let's go.
That's what we got you here for.
Oh yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna have to disconnect this and connect my phone. Where can people check you out online? What's the best way to hit you up?
Instagram, it's 2.savethechildren. On YouTube, it's Save the Children, one word. You're gonna have trouble finding me because there's 20 NGOs you gotta go through that are all named Save the Children. But
that's what I was gonna say. You'll
find
a UNICEF rapper?
Yeah. Oh my God. Like so many NGOs have reached out to me. They're like, because I tag myself or whatever in the content, and they're like, sorry, this is not our content. I'm like, we're gonna have a legal battle in the future, but for now, 2.savethechildren on Instagram. Most of everything is there. On Spotify or any music platform, it's Save the Children, one word. If you can't find me, just add The Way of Blastmaster or something else. Or listen, I'm really easy to reach out to. DM me and I'll get back to you in 5 minutes. I'm not like some weird guy that's not responding. So just hit me up and I got you. If you like it. If you don't like it, just have a good day. We'll move on.
All right, we're gonna get into the freestyle session. Save the children. All right, let's do it. You ready, my brother?
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna lie. I've been practicing all week.
Okay.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. Not to this beat.
No, I understand.
But it's not like I haven't been. I'm ready. All right.
Yeah, freestyle drive. I'm Lebanese Ether. Got my brother Save the Children. He just performed Way of the Blastmaster.
Yes, sir.
Check out his EP, Lemonade. He got some new music coming out soon.
Yes, sir.
And definitely hit him up for some film videography.
Yes, sir. Yo, I tell stories, some mine, some not. No worries in any weather, sun hot. Rye whiskey, full ice, smoke pot. The world is burning and y'all worried about sunblock. We are not the same, don't compare to me. Different goals, same means, let's see. You want dead presidents, I want a dead queen. Mossberg to her face, yalla must see. This is must see TV, we make it look easy. Lebanese ether, STC. Dial 961 for the rescue team. Coming through your door like what you need. Shelter for the soul, come find peace. Music for the bold, come find heat. A little bit of hope, a good night's sleep. Wake up wanting more, back to the beat perspective. I got some hate for your bitch ass, I got none, just love with a bit of disdain. Coming from the city where everybody switch lanes. Everybody switch lanes. Coming from the city where everybody switch lanes. Love with a bit of disdain. Coming from the city where everybody switch lanes. I got $1 million view. Out these $20 frames, can I get 100 million views without the fame? Doom did it, rest in heaven, metal face. Who did it? The wizardly charm. You ask me why I'm mad, cause the good die young. No wonder why I'm bad, the good die young. The gentleman of rap got a good guy's tongue. You plundering the facts, keep my goods unsung. Left-handed, word champion. On a mission to fuck every Israeli broad. I put my seeds back where they belong. Now put your seat back and play my song. Play along if you need that raw. Pay homage, I never did that wrong. Respect from legends is what I'm after. I want the honor, I'm the author. With horrible handwriting, I'm your doctor. Yeah, and I still got some hate for your bitch ass. I got none, just love with a bit of disdain. Coming from the city where everybody switch lanes. So much on the line, too much to snort. Keep my mouth open cause my nostrils won't. I got water by my side, cotton down my throat. Trying to push a clothing brand, I'll never sell short. I want a hip-hop passport, be a jury at the rap court. Middle East liaison, make battle rap a combat sport. I won't extort, backstage pass with a KRS tag. A seat at the table smoking fine grass. Fuck your sippy cup and your dildo prize. Give me props, keep the disco lights for the Franklin. I will take your life, I mean Aretha, not Ben. Let me test the mic, it's too hot, but got hands made of ice. It's like a Renzo fight, never let them see me fright. My arm break before they see me tap. The 9 to 5 train got me off my track. Am I willing to risk everything to spit on wax? Only time can tell, no other snitch allowed. I control the vision of my film, I direct my life. Cut, wild moves, diversified grooves. Nothing like the auto rap to put me in the mood. Always in tune with the 1-2. A student of the game since birth. What about you?
Wow, Save the Children. Freestyle Drive, you killed that, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Flowing for days.
Again, where can people check you out online? They want to collaborate, they want to work with you, they want you to shoot the video.
Yes, sir. 2.SaveTheChildren. I'm here for whatever you want. A one-stop shop. Anything you need. You want me to take pictures, you want a video, you want music, you want bars, whatever you want, I got you. And my prices are decent. So hit me up and we can work.
Save the Children, my brother.
Yes,
thank you
sir.
again for being on the show. Thank you everybody for rocking with me.
Thank you. Sorry, let me cut you off because thank you. It's not easy what you do, and it's not simple. You have to put a lot of yourself into it, and the reason you do it is the same reason I love what I'm doing. We love this so much, man.
Definitely,
and for you to put us in this position, to have people like me who are working on their platform, who are working on doing something, to have us here and to put us on and to just give us this platform, man. From me, and I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm sure everybody else thanks you, man. So for real, thank you. And you're putting on for Billet de Cham, bro, on top of this, you know. So like, there's nothing I can do but say thank you and my respect to you, bro.
Appreciate that. That's why I started the show, really, to highlight dope artists, creative people like yourself.
Thank you.
So happy I got to link up with you again. Save the Children, check them out. Thank everybody for rocking with me. I know we took a little hiatus, but we're back, motherfuckers. New wheels, new season, new artists. My brother, yes, Save the Children.
Thank you,
Freestyle
man.
Drive. Peace, y'all.